My friends, we have some possible changes coming for Onslaught in 6.0 for you Inquisitors out there. Ooh, let's take a quick look and see what Swtor has planned, or possibly planned, for you and your special class. Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my Swtor brothers and sisters out there in a galaxy far, far, far away. How is everyone doing today? If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because if you do, those kingpin slots will give you every single thing you've ever wanted in life. No, it's true. It's true. Go ahead and try it. Subscribe and try it, I promise you. Anyways, my friends, how is everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing well. We have some big news about what could possibly be going on with our Sith Inquisitor friends out there, for the assassins and the Sorcs out there going on, and with all the lightning and killing all the people with the blades and stuff. Yeah, that's right. We got a lot of news. Now these are these are set bonuses. Sorry, not possible, but these are set bonuses that BioWare has planned for the Sith Inquisitor, with the tacticals also included, and they want your feedback. They want our feedback. They release some information about this is where they're thinking things are going to be headed for this class, but they want the community's feedback to see whether or not a lot of these abilities that they have put forth are too strong or too weak, or if they're just right, or they're just complete and total rubbish. So be civil, be nice, and go out there and give them your 2 cents. As long as it's nice 2 cents. Don't be a douche canoe. Yeah, don't be that guy. Anyways, my friends, let's get into it. There's a lot of information to go over. Here we go. Eric Musco says, hello folks, below you will find a tentative list of set bonuses that will be available to all Sith Inquisitors. These bonuses will likely have the high end of piece requirements, such as requiring 4 or 6 pieces. The smaller piece bonuses will be more passive in nature, stat benefits, etc. Please take a look and let us know your thoughts. As a note, if you are a consular player, you can expect to see these set bonuses mirrored for you as well. They are still in process. He continues, you may see bonuses which refer to charges. We are introducing new tech in Onslaught, which will allow abilities to have multiple charges, meaning you can use them more than once per charge, and the cooldown will simply add a charge up to the maximum. Decelerate, if I'm not reading right, the Force Slow now has 2 charges. Using Force Slow on an enemy already under the effect of Force Slow slows them by an additional 20% and extends that duration. Degree, the cooldown of Whirlwind is reduced by 10 seconds. In addition, killing any enemy before Whirlwind ends resets the cooldown of Whirlwind. Seething Power, Overload increases your damage reduction by 10% for 10 seconds. Getting attacked during this time causes your next force attack to crit. Oh, words! This effect can only occur once every 10 seconds. Powered Electrocute stun lasts an additional 2 seconds. Now we have that right there. Now let's take a look at the assassins, shall we? Think you'll enjoy some of the cool stuff that might be coming your way. Eric reads and says, hello, I'm reading, but Eric says, hey folks, let's talk about what Spoils of War has in store for the Assassin. Below you will find the Assassin's new ability, the set bonuses that are planned for them, and a list of their new tactical items. You may see bonuses or tac items which refer to ability charges. We are introducing new tech in Onslaught, which will allow abilities to have multiple charges, meaning you can use them more than once per charge, and the cooldown will simply add a charge up to the maximum, which he said in a prior post. Keep in mind that all this is subject to change, and that is a big thing for everyone to keep in mind here. It is all subject to change. New ability coming, Severing Slash. Strikes targets in a cone, dealing weapon damage. Anyone else think of an ice cream cone? Ha, you did now. Dealing weapon damage and slowing their movement speed by 50% for 3 seconds, 12-second cooldown. Here are the set bonuses. These set bonuses will likely have the high end of piece requirements, such as requiring 4 or 6 pieces. The smaller pieces bonuses will be more passive in nature, stats, benefits, etc. Death Knell. Killing an enemy during Overcharged Saber refreshes the duration of Overcharged Saber. Can occur up to 5 times during one Overcharged Saber. Shadowcraft. Using Phantom Stride from Stealth grants a charge of Shadowcraft, causing your next attack to crit. the enemy you're trying to take down. Deflecting slashes. Each target hit by severing slash extends deflection's duration by 1 second. Steely Spike. That sounds like a really bad porn name. Using Spike grants you a 20% damage reduction for 6 seconds. Projected Shroud. Using Severing Slash while under Force Shroud lowers the target's accuracy and extends the duration of Force Shroud by 2 seconds. Now here are some tactical items. This new item slot coming in Onslaught, you can only wear 1 tac item at a time. Imagine tacs everywhere. You'd be God. Assassin, Shroud Guard. Force Shroud also applies to any ally you are guarding. Reckless Shadow. Recklessness increases your force regeneration greatly for a short time. Multi-Trap. Mind Trap can now affect up to 2 targets at once. Ooh, that's cool. Shadow Step. Phantom Stride now has 2 ability charges. Darkness. Shadow Shroud, using Force Shroud while Dark Ward is active, consumes it, but extends the duration of Force Shroud by 1/4 of a second for each Dark Ward stack consumed. Shadow Ward. Dark Ward gains 5 additional stacks and Phantom Stride resets its cooldown. Redirected Wrath. I've had relationships like that. Wither generates redirected wrath stacks per enemy it hits, increasing your damage reduction by 2.5% per stack for 10 seconds. Deception. Discharging voltage. Sir, anyone else have that? My doctor said it was okay. Severing Slash causes your next discharge to arc to multiple targets. Ooh, cool. Burning Bolts. When Reaping Strike hits, it causes the target to burn. High Voltage. Using Voltic, Slash, and Lacerate with 2 stacks of voltage deals additional damage and finishes the cooldown of Ball Lightning. Hatred. Hungering Blade. Critically hitting with Leeching Strike resets its cooldown and increases the critical chance of the next Leeching Strike. Stacks up to 3 times. Exhaustion Field. Death Field does 10% more damage to all targets. Additional damage to force slowed targets and spreads force slows effect. Peter Piker picked up what? Thrashing Terror. That sounds, it's just Creeping Terror has a 10% chance to take an additional time whenever Thrash deals damage. As a note, if you are a Shadow player, you can expect to see these set bonuses mirrored for you as well. They're still in progress. Now let's take a look at my little Sorc friends out there and see what kind of funness with Mr. Tumness y'all get to have. As he says prior in the other one, let's talk about spoils of war to our Sorcs as well. Sorc's new ability and new set bonuses that are planned for them. The list of the new tac items. The new ability is called Volt Rush. Details, I'm pretty sure that's a typo. Double D eels. Oh, you dated her in college. Shut up. Energy damage to your target and energizes you up to 5 seconds. The energy effect can stack twice, with each stack increasing Volt Rush damage by 30%. The ability has 3 charges and a recharge timer of 10 seconds. Your set bonuses, my friends. These bonuses will likely have a high end of piece requirements, such as 4 or 6 pieces. The smaller pieces, of course, will be more passive in nature. Energized Overload. Overload energizes you. Oh, that's nice. Volt Rush deals more damage when you are under energized effect. Gathering Storm. Activating Force Speed reduces the cooldown of Polarity Shift by 5 seconds. Using Polarity Shift immediately after extends its duration. Dark Consumption. I saw them in 94, man. Dark Heal heals more if you have a Wary or Reverse Corruption stack and consumes 1 stack upon use. Revitalize, healing a target with another ability while Resurgence is active on them has a chance to cause extra Resurgence tick for half. Refreshing Resurgence on a target refunds some force. Tactical items, this new item slot, blah, 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 blah. Sorcerer, here we go, baby. Dark Cleanse, consuming darkness lowers the cooldown of Expunge by 3 seconds. Liberate, Extraction now heals you and the target and makes your next Resurgence free. Preserve Self, activating Unnatural Preservation, removes static barriers, effect from you. And the Dark Return. Returning to your phase walk marker causes a force explosion around you, dealing damage to any enemies around. That one I really like. Now, a lot of this has very PvP feel to it, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Corruption, all for one, and one for all. Ha ha ha. Revivification heals more for ally it affects. One for all. See what they did there? 3 Musketeers, hello. Revivification, because that's just a fun word to say, heals more the fewer allies it affects. Extra Mend. Why can't they just say... Anyways, Extra Men. Roaming men now can heal up to 5 targets instead of 4. So, hey, you can heal that 5th friend of yours who's like, I'm done, I stepped in poo. Healing Volts. Damaging an enemy with Volt Rush causes your ally closest to the enemy to be healed, scaling with how many energized stacks are on that enemy. Lightning. Death Channel. Forked Darkness. Forked Darkness? Yeah, it's Forked Darkness now has a greater... I want to say it's Forced Darkness, but Forked to make... I'm hungry. Forked Darkness now has a greater chance to activate, and Crushing Darkness deals more damage each time it ticks. Yippee. Actually, I do like that. Volt Flux. Volt Rush triggers... I'm triggered! Lightning Storm when activated. Chain Lightning spreads the energized effect and causes your next Volt Rush to arc to nearby targets. Hajah? What? Convection Burst. I'm hungry just reading about the lightning Sorc. While under convection, activating lightning flashes grants an additional convection stack. 3 convection stacks allow thundering blast to the activated insanely, consuming all stacks, especially if used in the broiler. Stormwatch. Lightning flash applies Stormwatch to its targets. Anytime this target is critically hit in the next 10 seconds, a weaker lightning flash is applied to them. As a little kick in the butt going, heh. Madness. Exhaustion Field. Death Field does 10% more damage to all target spreads for slows effects. Ruthless Demolition. Demolish deals 20% more damage on initial hit. Additionally, under polarity, thank you, shift Demolish resets the cooldown of Force Leech and causes the next Force Leech to activate instantly. Withering Terror. Creeping Terror has it, or Creeping Death. Creeping Terror has 10% chance to take an additional time whenever Force Lightning deals damage. Huzzah! Wrath Rushdown. A lot of these sound like bad 80 hair metal bands. When Force Lightning generates 4 stacks of Wrath, you gain Wrath Rush, allowing your next 3 Volt Rushes to deal 25% more damage and cost 50% less force. Volt Rush consumes all stacks of Wrath. As a note, if you are a consular player, all these things will be mirrored for you, but the notes are still in progress. Well, there you have it, folks. There's a lot of information there for our Inquisitor friends. Lightning looks to be getting some fun there, and Corruption and Madness and Heals are doing pretty good too. So a lot of these changes look pretty awesome. Whether or not, I don't really deal with my Sorc too often. I'm more of a, Sith Warrior type of guy myself, double blade kicking some booty boot. But the Sorc, it's my second favorite class. I do love it. And these changes that they have coming forth do look pretty awesome. And some a little bit heavy-handed. A lot of very, PvP-esque, feel to them. I don't really PvP that much. I mean, I do for fun, but I'm more PvE story-centric guy myself, personally. I like long walks on the beach. Blood. What? Anyways, but yeah, so a lot of good changes there. If you have ideas on what you want done, if things change, you think things are too powerful or whatnot, go ahead, get on the forums and let them know. And if no one does that and they come out with what they think everyone wants and people start getting mad, well, there's no one really to blame but ourselves on that one. That's right. But I like that they're doing this. I like that they're communicating with the community of what their ideas are for set bonuses for specific classes. And we'll get into more of the other classes as time goes by. But tick-tock, baby. September is really not that far away. June is almost over. July is rather upon us rather quickly. 2 months. 2 months and a couple days to go before September hits. So prepare for a lot of information to be coming out. So my friends, as always, make sure you put a comment in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on these possible changes that they're going to be doing for set bonuses and tacticals for your classes, especially if you are an Inquisitor who enjoys inquisiting things. And of course, make sure you hit that like button if you really like what you see here. And if you really super duper 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 like what you see here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. And this is what this is. This is one big giant dysfunctional family here on YouTube. Become part of the family, the freak show of YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. Meh. My friends, as always, remember to be kind. It's about community. And we'll see you later. Good day.